Hey, what up, everybody? Steve Breach coming to you this Sunday, the big Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. This card is pretty much well set. I think a lot of people are really looking forward to this show. I'm going to be throwing out my, what the fuck am I doing? I didn't even go with the normal intro that I was thinking up with my head. Tonight is Valentine's night. We had a pretty good day today, but my wife has gone off to school, and I am home alone. Don't feel too bad for me, because I am on YouTube talking to you fools, and I got a Reese's Peanut Butter Heart. Feel jealous. Boom, that is my life right now, alright? But let's fly through this pay-per-view thing. We'll start at the starting matches, then I don't know, I've been cooking on something pretty good lately. It's pretty tough, because, I mean, this Sunday is the Elimination pay-per-view, and then come April, we got WrestleMania, and I've been trying to make a video of my WrestleMania card that I was, going to predict. I've honestly been working on it for about 2 weeks, I think. I've been trying to put this shit together, and about every week something happens on a show, and it throws my whole card for a loop, and I'm scratching stuff out. It's just tough. WrestleMania for the last few years, there's been an average of about 8 matches, you can say, in the last few cards. WrestleMania 26 had 10 matches, and I think WrestleMania 24, the Flair retirement, that one had 9 matches. So, trying to get this, whole roster kicked down at 8 matches is pretty freaking tough. You can look at this card and you can say that, I don't even really want to say it's stacked, but I mean, it does have good matches in good places, and it has some people on there that come April is just basically flying to New Jersey to do some access sessions, and that's going to be about it. You got the starter match. I think there's a good chance that Sandow and Rhodes will be on WrestleMania. I don't have a prayer for Brodus Clay and Tenzai. This is one reason why this YouTube match, the pre-show, honestly just doesn't matter. The last few, we've actually got championship matches. The last one was a pretty damn good feud that they put a lot of work into, is Cesaro and The Miz, which is actually getting another rematch on this pay-per-view. That gave you a reason to want to tune in and watch that. I honestly have never watched one of these YouTube pre-shows, except for the 2 that I've been lucky enough to be at, the one at SummerSlam and the one on at the Royal Rumble. But I've heard mixed reviews that it's pretty good stuff and not good stuff, so I'm not sure. But this is one right here that I guarantee nobody is going to want to watch. It's a good reason just to tune in, just to see what the set's going to look like. And maybe get some last-minute promos for some people, but I don't think anybody's tuning in. Brodus Clay and Tenzai against Team Rhodes Scholars. No buys. Not even for free. Team Rhodes Scholars will get the win here, I'm pretty damn sure. Go back to that. The Shield against Ryback, John Cena, and Sheamus. That is one of the main event matches. But pretty easily, I just don't see them having John Cena go into WrestleMania on a loss. Even if it's his team not taking the pinfall, since this is not an elimination match, they could pin Sheamus, they could pin Ryback. I have no clue, but I just see the Shield's not going to die by losing one match, right here. So they'll have a damn good match, just like the TLC match, and then we'll move on from there. But I just don't see John Cena not getting his hand raised here. Caitlyn and Tamina, who gives a fuck either way. Caitlyn keep the title because she's the champion. No way I see Tamina. Neither of these girls on the WrestleMania card. Then you go Cesaro versus Miz. This is a rematch, so you never know what the hell they're doing. But I'll just say Cesaro to keep the win here. The Miz is really fighting. He's really good in that mid-card slot, but I don't think that's where he wants to be. So I think he's really making his chances count. He's not letting anything fall. He doesn't want to go another year with people pointing his finger at him saying, you barely made WrestleMania last year after, main eventing and winning a WrestleMania, even if it was The Rock that basically handed him the title. From there, we'll go to the actual main event. The Rock versus CM Punk. for the WWE Championship. Stupid thing there is if The Rock gets disqualified or counted out, he will lose the championship. I really don't know why they would add this stipulation, but they did it for some reason. So really, honestly, keep that in the back of your mind. I'm going to really go out on a limb and say The Rock's going to win it. I think that's honestly... I was on WWE.com looking around at some stuff today, and I voted. I don't normally vote on their polls, but for some reason I was a mark, and it said The Rock versus CM Punk, who you think's going to win. And it was 81% to 19 that The Rock was going to win. Rock versus Cena, that's where your money's at. I watched a pretty good video today, giving the pros and cons of doing a three-way at WrestleMania. I've never been a fan of three-way matches. I know you can throw a couple out there and say, look at this one, look at that one. If they're there, I'll enjoy them. But the build-up to it really, really sucks. What really, really killed it for me is the three-way between John Cena, Triple H, and Edge. Those Monday Night Raw matches they did where they kept on doing the handicap matches, 2-on-1. That shit was horrible. I never want to see another three-way again after that. From there, we'll go to the Chamber, which sets up the WWE Championship #1 contender. You got Jack Swagger, you got Chris Jericho, Daniel Bryan, Kane, Mark Henry, and Randy Orton. Now, right off the bat, I'll take Daniel Bryan and Kane and scratch their names off. I honestly think that's a Mania match of its own. I think they honestly have no chance in winning this at all. Randy Orton... Oh, good God. I listened to the Observer Radio today, and they were just trying to kick things around about how the hell they're going to get to the point of this Randy Orton versus Sheamus feud that they've been talking about for a long, long time. And just basically, they were saying that Orton, might be a guy that is with the Shield and could be their leader. Point the gun at my head and shoot me right now, because I do not want to see that. I think everybody knows that one of those guys that just doesn't like Randy Orton, but I really do like the Shield, and I think those three guys, if you put them with Randy Orton, I'm just not going to want to see them anymore. The spot that they're in now isn't the spot that they're going to be in forever. They're not the Freebirds. They're not going to be running around as a group for the rest of their careers. They're going to have solo careers and break off and see what goes on from there. But don't sink these guys by putting them with Randy Orton. Please don't. That's going to leave you Mark Henry. This guy's been coming back as a monster, destroying everybody, even beat Randy Orton in a match to qualify to get himself into the Chamber. They don't bring people back like that, especially beating Randy Orton for no reason. You can see him as a guy that's going to go on and face Alberto Del Rio. You got Chris Jericho. Honestly, Chris Jericho, I believe, is one of the smartest guys in wrestling. He takes his breaks when his contract is up. He sits out and waits for the right time to return and come back. And I believe for him to come back and return, I don't think it was to get a massive pop at the Royal Rumble. I believe he had to have asked for something, for to come back. It's been reported that he got the same deal that he got, so it's not like he got a huge raise or a big bonus to come back. He's basically working for the same contract that he had on his last run. So they had to have sweetened the deal, and I mean... Another WrestleMania World Heavyweight Championship match, even if it's not in the cards for him to win it, could be something. So that has to bring you to the Money in the Bank briefcase that everybody likes to bring up. It's honestly been pretty cool that, when guys had it like The Miz, the one thing I really liked about The Miz having it is that every pay-per-view prediction video by every single person had the Money in the Bank briefcase being brought out, and everybody was predicting when he was going to cash in. For some reason, with Ziggler, it's hard to even remember he has the damn Money in the Bank briefcase, because nobody really associates the two together. You see him with it, but you never really pressed onto the fact. He's always saying that he's always going to be, he's got his golden ticket to main event WrestleMania, so on and so forth. But I don't know, if he does cash in against Del Rio, I don't really see a Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler match. It just doesn't, have a click to me. But, Jericho and Dolph Ziggler, they do have this thing that goes together. They could have another tournament or something that goes along the way. No, they don't fucking need it, because this is for the #1 contendership. This is to basically cash in your Money in the Bank at the WrestleMania. So this is it. So he doesn't even need to win a tournament. I was saying have a tournament on SmackDown and have Jericho win it, become #1 contender against them. But I don't know. Ziggler versus Jericho, that match makes sense. Now you have Jack Swagger coming out. He's got his new manager there for you, a real cool dude, and basically saying all this anti-American stuff about people crossing the border, this, that, and the other, which immediately makes you go, I guess Swagger's the anti-American, and Alberto Del Rio, Mr. Mexico, is your World Heavyweight Champion. That could be an easy fix for WrestleMania. As much as I love Jack Swagger, as much as I want him to, go on to WrestleMania and, have a World Heavyweight Championship match. He's already won this title in the past, and, being able to stick it to everybody that sticks it to me, that I'm a Jack Swagger fan, and now he's actually in the event at WrestleMania and has a chance to win the title, which basically a lot of other people's, favorite wrestlers has never even really got that chance, let alone won it. I'm not really sure that I want to pull. I'm going to be rooting for him. I just don't want to put my prediction. These prediction videos ain't worth nothing at the end of the day. But I just don't want to go on the record saying I think it's going to happen, and then everybody, pointing the finger at me saying they're going to let it down. So, basically going over to Del Rio versus Big Show, I can honestly see in my prediction video that I want to say Del Rio's going to beat Big Show. Big Show's going to get pissed thinking he lost his last chance at this title, and he's just going to fucking floor Del Rio. Boom! Actually, I think he hits with his left, so boom! Whatever it is. But I think he's going to lay him out. I think you're going to see Ziggler cash in, saying that this actually, people are going to be say he's a hypocrite and call him a liar, that he's not going to be cashing in at WrestleMania. But he's actually cashing in at the last pay-per-view, which means he's pretty much booking his shot to be the champion at WrestleMania, which I think is even better than having a chance to win it. You're going into the event being the champion. And then I'm going to pick Chris Jericho as the guy to win the Elimination Chamber match. So I think that's about it. Run it down one more time. I got Team Road Scholars in the pre-show. I'll take The Rock. I'll take Del Rio. I'll take Jericho. I'm going to take Team Cena. I'm going to take Caitlyn, and I'll take, I don't even think I picked the winner in that. I'll pick Cesaro to beat The Miz. Thanks, everybody. Have fun on Sunday, and we'll talk more after that. Fuck it. We'll probably talk some more before that, too.